All right, call the order the joint planning committee meeting between Lisbon and Merton. April 22nd, 2025 at 5:01. 5:02.
Yep.
Roll call, please.
President Gerke.
Here.
And Merton President Ryanowski is participating by phone.
Here.
Merton Trustee Burrell.
Here.
Administrator Green from Lisbon. And Planning Commissioner Ilhoffen from Lisbon.
Here.
And Lisbon Clerk Capazzo to record the minutes.
All right, item 2 is citizens' comments. There's no one here, and I assume there's no one on
No one present.
Zoom. Okay. So move on to item 3, which is approval of the meeting minutes from the December 19th, 2023 joint planning committee.
I'll make a motion. We approve those minutes as presented.
Motion's made. Is there a second?
Burrell, second.
All right, motion's made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries 4-0. Item 4, new business. We're taking these all at once, just reading them all in.
By me.
Okay. All right, you're fine with that too? Okay. So it's discussion and necessary action on the request by John Spitz, the Spitz Family Limited Partnership for the following related to the Ironwood Golf Course. The rezone of W. Put some glasses over here.
I have, well, since I started wearing cheaters, I have like 3 pairs laying around, so you can borrow mine.
I got one for the fire station for tomorrow night as well, so they're
Perfect.
just started wearing them not very long ago. All right, so the rezone of W 270 North 6196 Moraine Drive, Lisbon tax key number 0258.999.001 from the R3 2-family residential district to the PR Park and Recreation District, and recommendations to the Lisbon and Merton Plan Commission regarding the same. Item A2 is a certified survey map to combine parcels located at that same address with the same tax key number, along with an abutting property at W 270 and 6166 Moraine Drive, Lisbon tax key number 0261.999, and recommendations to the Lisbon and Merton Plan Commissions regarding the same. Item 4A, number 3 is amendments to the existing conditional use permits for a golf course, restaurant, and tavern for an Ironwood golf course located at that same address, to attach and include the neighboring 2.1 acre parcel located along that same address with that other parcel, and recommendation to the Lisbon and Merton Plan Commission regarding the same. And the final item 4 is to amend amendment to the existing site plan and plan of operation for Ironwood Golf Course. Same address, and to attach it to the 2.1 acre parcel for golf course purposes, and recommendations to the Lisbon and Merton Plan Commissions regarding the same.
All 4 of these items together, they're all related. On the parcel, the R3 parcel, the 2 acres, there was a residential property, that residential home that was taken down, and the owner wanted to put up a shed or accessory structure, and that was going to be served for golf. The R, being that it's zoned R3, they cannot have an accessory structure or a multiple accessory structures on property in a residential zoning. So he wants to rezone the property so that it matches golf course, and also combine that with the parcel just to the north that has the clubhouse on it. And in doing so, because they are changing their site plan, they have to amend the site plan, and because the whole property and other from golf course to the restaurant. They need to amend that as well. So it's a minor change and bringing this 2-acre parcel into the golf course. Be a part of it. It should always have been from understanding it. Now he's just making it big. Fine. So we thought it because the resident down and you can't have the accessory building stand alone without the property. So all four are tied to each other. It's a relatively small change, but it just triggers all of these to kind of take place.
And they're not changing anything with respect to operations or how we're, anything like that.
No change, just this parcel for the accessory structure. And the
One thing that I would add is that the large barn that is on the currently residential parcel, they do intend to raise that, move it a little bit to the west, and then rebuild it. Actually, I think it would be northwest, wouldn't it, Brian? And the purpose of that is to lessen the site impediment going around that curve when you come in that driveway. So they're eventually going to raise it and move it.
I think there's renderings in here.
Yep.
So it's obviously gonna be
Very-
painted and cleaned up,
Yes.
at least if that's according to the renderings.
There is a site map on the very last page of your packet. And all of the pertinent buildings and structured are labeled. And then there is a legend on the second to last page of your packet with a description and the usage of each of those A through K listed buildings. So hopefully
So
that-
since I'm driving and I don't have access to the mapping, just for reference, at the end of the day, when that building is raised and another building goes up, how many, if I was, and I know they're gonna combine the 2.6 acres or whatever it is with the rest of the property, that the clubhouse is on. But if I look at that area right now as it stands alone, if the building comes down and a building comes back up on that same piece of geography, is it just one building then back on that area?
That's what we're being told, and that's what they've asked us to approve. So correct,
Okay,
Is it
Okay.
one or two?
one.
The
One.
barn,
Yep, it's my.
Because I was looking at what was online, that looks like it's slightly different than what I see here, and
it looks like the corner of the barn is very close to the road on that tight curve.
Yep.
And so they're gonna tear it down and rebuild it
yeah,
close to there, allowing more space for the curve or.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
what I was curious of was are they gonna relocate that building and then build another building? But it sounds like they're gonna, like, there'd be one structure in lieu of, one new structure is what they're looking at once the other one is taken down.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. I guess that being said, I don't have any issues with what they're doing. I mean, it does, if you look at golf course operations and taking down a home, I mean, it makes sense, and they're relocating a building that was there and better spotting it on that section of land. It's almost like the residential winds up being an island if you don't make it part of the golf course.
So it's my understanding that they were going to, the barn or the house was part of the original farm property. And according to him, he kept it there kind of for nostalgia, but it was starting to rot and fall apart. He took it down, then he was gonna move the original shed or building. He was just gonna move it to where the house was, but then he found that one was too far gone. So then he wanted to build a new shed, and that's how this whole thing kind of came about.
Sure.
So yes, taking down two buildings and putting up one new one. Just to reiterate.
This is, and this is, I don't see this in the document, but this is.
That's where it is now. That's where they're moving it to. This is where the house was.
And that's staying there.
Yes,
So there will be, on this land, and there would be two parcels, or two improvements.
this is what is there now. This has been torn down.
What
So
about,
there,
what about H?
that is still there.
So at the end of the day, on this 2 acres, there will be two buildings at the end of the day. If this is being moved, or this is an, and then that is staying,
Correct.
okay, all right, I just don't want to mislead.
It'll be 3, right? Because there's,
Yeah, so H, I, and J are there now.
was
And-
Z,
and that-
was that torn down?
Yes, that's the house that they raised.
Okay.
And that red roofed barn is going to be torn down and a new one built where that Z house once stood. Dan?
You can make motions separately for each item. Have it.
Can you do it all in one?
Sure.
I'm fine with that, if, Ron, are you fine with that, if we take up all these as a single, motion?
Selfishly, if you did them one at a time, I might make it there by the end of the meeting, but but if you wanna make it all in one sweeping motion, I'm fine with that. Like you said, it's a minor, it's more of a clerical change, and at the end of the day, it's subtractive one building because the house is already gone. The shed comes down and a new shed goes up. It becomes zoned harmoniously with the rest of the golf course, and there's not a residential lot carved into the middle of the business end of the golf course and not part of a subdivision surrounding it. I don't have any issues with that. And I don't have any issues with passing it all in one motion either. If your clerk sees a clear path to doing it as one sweeping motion.
I see no problem with that.
All right, go, you want to make a motion?
I will move that we approve the items in the agenda under 4 new business, section A, Roman numerals 1 through 4.
Right, is there a second to that motion?
I'll second.
I'll second that motion.
We'll give Ron a second.
All right. Any additional discussion? All right, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed say nay. Motion carries 4-0. Item 5 is adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Burrell second.
All right, motion's made and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed say nay. Motion carries 4-0. We are adjourned.
Got 5:15.
Wow.
Ron, I hope your patience is still intact in that traffic you've been experiencing.
This is you.